I know you have overripe bananas in your kitchen. Now is the perfect time to use them. Grab those bananas. Let me show you how to make soft and fluffy banana pop-off. The best part is no yeast needed. Now let's get into our recipe. Welcome to Cook with Sonita. Let's get into the ingredients. I'll be using baking powder. Feel free to use whatever brand you have available. Then we have here our nutmeg and salt to taste. So we have two types of bananas here. This one is just ripe, but for today's recipe, I'll be using overripe bananas. Guys, I just like using overripe bananas because it makes the pop-off very soft and fluffy. With overripe bananas, you don't need to add more sugar. I have one large egg. This is optional. Feel free to skip this step if you don't want eggs in your recipe. My secret ingredient today is vanilla sugar. And here we have our flour and 1 cup of milk. We will be using both to make our banana pop-off. Last but not the least, we have our oil which we are going to be using for frying. Today I have 1.5 ripe bananas that I will be using for this recipe. I will go ahead, peel the bananas, then mash them until they are nice and smooth. I like using overripe bananas like this because they just add this natural sweetness. And guess what? We won't need more sugar because the bananas are already naturally sweet. I also want to take this moment to welcome all my new subscribers. Thank you so much for your love and support. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I would love for you to join Cook with Sonita family. I'm going to be using a masher today, but if you don't have one, you can use a fork. Just mash the bananas until they become smooth. And if you are interested in the masher that I'm using, I will link it in the description box. Check it on Amazon. Now add 1 cup of milk and 1 egg and then mix everything together. If you're using vanilla extract instead of vanilla sugar, this is the preferred time to add it to the wet ingredients. I'm happy to continue the pop-off series with you. Next week we'll be trying another version. Don't miss out. Now I'm going to sieve 2.5 cup of all-purpose flour into a bowl. One thing I always recommend is sifting your flour, and I'm going to show you why. Look inside the sieve. This is the reason why I recommend for you to always sieve your flour. This will help to remove all this dirt from your flour. Now I'm adding 1 sachet of vanilla sugar, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg for flavor. The bananas are already sweet, so I'm going to be using just 1 tablespoon of sugar and 2 teaspoons of baking powder. At this point, I'm going to make a well in the middle of the flour and pour in all the wet ingredients. Keep mixing until everything is nicely combined and there is no dry spot left. If you're planning to learn how to make pop-off and other pastries, I highly recommend getting your own measuring tools. I will link some of my favorites in the description box so you can check them out on Amazon. Guys, make sure your batter is not too soft. If not, it's going to be difficult to shape and fry the pop-off. If you want bigger pop-off, cut this way and drop it into your oil. Once everything is mixed, cover the bowl and let it sit for at least 10 minutes before frying. Now let's heat our oil. I'm going to be using the oil from our last pop-off recipe. Instead of throwing the oil away, I store it in a container and kept it in the fridge for our next video. Make sure you have enough oil so your pop-off can float evenly instead of sinking to the bottom of the pan. Just so you know, we are using baking powder, so our pop-off is not going to double in size. With baking powder, it's just going to make it fluffy and not double in size or rise. I'm going to show you one more time how I shape the pop-off and drop it into the oil. This is just extra. When you're dropping the pop-off into the oil, try not to take too long. The quicker you drop them in, the more they are going to fry evenly. To check if your oil is ready, you can use a skewer or simply drop a little bit of butter into your oil. If it floats up right away, your oil is ready. As you can see in the video, as soon as I drop the pop-off into the oil, it floats right away to the top. Look at our pop-off, nice brown and golden. This is exactly the shape and texture we are looking for. Don't forget that we will be back next week with another exciting recipe. Take a look at this. It is not regular pop-off, it is banana pop-off. If you try this recipe, come back and let me know how it turned out. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I hope you enjoyed the banana pop-off recipe as much as I enjoy making it. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave me a comment turn on your notifications so you don't miss out any of my recipes. Then you can share it to your friends. I'm sure they're going to enjoy this recipe. Bye for now and see you next week.